Welcome to How Do We Human. It's that podcast where we overanalyze all of the weird and wild and uncomfortable and witticism, mystical, magical, mystery tour, things that happen in life. And I'm one of your hosts, Evan Cox.
I'm one of your hosts, Chris Binning.
And today we're talking about us. We're talking about
it's a new
you.
era.
Yeah. We're trying something a little different, because guess what? After 326 episodes, we've kind of exhausted everything in the world. We've talked about it all.
Our stories.
But we still got how you do it. We still got stupid shit happening to us every week. In my mind, this is, we each have our how you doings. They're going to have a topic, and we could talk about those two topics. So maybe that's what the title is. I don't fucking know. We're figuring this out as we go. But regardless, it's still us, and it's still going to be a good time.
Yeah, and hey, the reason that we're doing this as well is we're working on another project at the same time, and we don't have unlimited hours in the week. So we're going to make a little bit of changes to this podcast as we try to get this other podcast off the ground.
I'm glad you clarified that, because otherwise it seemed like we've been hyping this up. Hey, we got this project we're working on. This is it. It's like, we're doing less. This is the project we were working on.
It took forever for us to get it done.
We got it. So no more before we get to me, we got to get to you.
True.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Listen, Evan, this is exciting stuff, because I think you might be extremely able to talk about this, because this past weekend was up in the mountains
really
for a few hours. We were up in Big Bear, so a little further from you.
We're on the path.
One of our friends is renting a house up there and said, "Hey, everybody, come on up." And so a bunch of us came over, and she lives on a house, or on a street rather, with two houses on it. That's it. And it's just a little residential side street, basically, connecting two streets with more houses. But this one, it's got her on one side and somebody else on the other side. And you know this about your mountain town streets, is those residential streets can be a little narrow.
A little windy, a little narrow, shitty to drive on.
So where she is, her car's in the driveway, and there's room for one other car in the driveway. So somebody else parks there. And then she tells us, like everybody else, you can park on the street, just make sure you're over enough to where traffic can get around you. We get there, somebody else gets there, parks on the street, off to the side, a little tight, but still you can get around easily. We get there next, and we find further from the house, so you have to walk a little further, but there is a little bit of like a way to, there's a little spot to pull over and be almost completely off the road. And so we're like, well, we'll park here, and then we'll just walk the rest of the way to the house. And then two other people show up as well. They also park more on the street than us, but still off to the side where you can still get around them. And it's not just that a little sedan can get around them. It's like a big SUV can get around them. An SUV like the type that the California Highway Patrol uses. Because the Highway Patrol shows up on this residential street and starts writing not citations, but like warning of citations.
Damn.
We go down there, we talk to him, and I'm like, some of the other cars are more in the street than others. And I was like, so is it everything on this street, or is this one more off the road? Is this good enough? And he was basically like, no, every single car. That's the way it is in the mountains, is what he told me. It's like, oh, so you're just like a douchebag.
Oh, yeah, you're just a dick. Cool.
And so he puts stickers, like, it's not like something you put in the windshield wiper. It's a full-on sticker that he slaps on the back of every car window that says, hey, this vehicle was found parked on a highway blocking traffic.
I've never seen stickers like this.
Yes. And it says you have 72 hours to move this vehicle. Otherwise, it will get an official citation. And then 72 hours after that, it'll get towed. Like, okay, why are you making this big of a deal about
we're here for the
this?
afternoon?
Yeah. Yeah, we were going to leave. By the time he showed up, we were going to leave in maybe an hour or two. But he was like, well, I don't know. I don't think I can trust that. You know, people might tell me that, and then they'll just keep it there. He leaves. We're all like, well, do we just leave? Because we haven't read the thing yet. Like, should we all just like forget it and leave? And one of the neighbors comes out and is like, this guy is such an asshole. He comes here all the time. I encourage you to complain. He has no right to do this. Obviously, everyone can get around. There's only 2 houses on this street. You're not blocking this other person's driveway. He's done a citation thing like that before for someone who was like hanging over their own driveway, like not fully in it. Like, this guy sucks. He's here all the time.
He makes his own stickers.
Yeah. So when we did end up leaving, I try to get the sticker off. I can't because it's like glued onto this window.
Fucker.
Yeah. So I'm definitely in the mood to complain.
Oh, yeah.
As long as I don't have to make a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
I do find a place online where I can complain.
Great.
It's been 4 days. And I'm kind of the mindset of like, they're not going to do anything. It's not like I got charged or I have to like dispute a ticket or something like that. Yeah. I would definitely complain about that. But this is like he was a dick, but there's nothing like that I can get out of complaining. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The neighbors, he implied that they've complained a lot about this guy, and he's still out here doing this. So what's it going to do if I complain? It feels like nothing. So It feels like I just had a bad experience with the police, and I might be the first person that's ever happened to.
It's possible.
But yeah, I don't know, as someone who lives in the mountains, if you can attest to whether or not that's just how it is in the mountains. We're allowed to be shitty to you.
That has not been my experience. I do have the mountain experience that the cops have been fucking out lately. I don't know if it's just like summer traffic coming up, but they're posting up all over the place. So I'm sure, got some sort of quota command from up top to just be like, hey, just be annoying as hell. Pull over as many people as you can. Just let's fucking go. This guy is like, yeah, but I'm not a traffic cop. I'm like more of a parking cop. So
yeah,
I got to go to FedEx Kinko's and make some stickers. Let people know I'm in charge. But this does make me think. That was I wanted to do an episode about run-ins with the police. And you were like, you didn't have a lot of run-ins with the police.
Yeah.
Is this your big moment?
I think it is, yeah.
Are you ready to say, fuck the police?
I am. I'm ready to say that. I'm ready to say, I always have said ACAB, but I
Mm,
know other people say ACAB, and I'm not really sure
yeah,
which one it is. Personally, I prefer the sound of ACAB, but
yeah.
that may be incorrect.
Mm.
Evan, how you
Huh?
doing?
Hey, I'm doing okay. I've got tails. I have other mountain tails, believe it or not.
Great.
Kind of the other side of mountain people. I would consider that police officers to be mountain people. Anybody can be a police officer up here. So, given how humans are, some of them are fine. But some of them are just going to be straight up mountain people. And that's what you ran into, is a mountain person who's also a cop. We got cops and Karens and all this all wrapped up into one person. And it sucks.
Yeah.
The flip side of that is we got, I'm not going to say, I mean, there are hippies. There are definitely hippies up here. But just some of the loosier goosier crowds, maybe snowboard types, as Big Bear is known to attract.
Sure.
Uh, Here's what happened. I told you in a text yesterday that we had lost power.
Mm-hmm.
I was in such a bad fucking mood because I went to sleep and I was having a dream. And in that dream, I started choking as if I were drowning, like I couldn't breathe. And that's because at 5 in the morning, the power went off, which shut off my CPAP machine, and I literally couldn't breathe. That's a shitty way to wake up. And then to realize, like, it's 5 a.m. I just woke up. I don't know how long the power's been out. We have food in the fridge. I gotta start the generator. So it's 5 in the morning. I'm tired as fuck. I get up, fucking gas in the generator, rip the thing. Got it going. But now I'm like, well, now I'm fucking awake. And tried going back to sleep. Had a hard time. That's not here, nor there, nor anywhere. Just saying that to say I was in a bad fucking mood.
Yeah.
And wildly underslept. And, in a relationship, every day you get to that point where it's time to ask each other, what do you want to do about dinner?
Sure.
Which always kind of sucks. It's never fun to talk about unless one of you happens to just be like, I know exactly what I want. And to the other person, it's like, that sounds great. Happens once every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah.
It'd just be one day we're both on the exact same page. And this time we were like, neither of us had any strong feelings, but she brought up like steak. Because I had brought up like, let's fucking go out. This sucks. We're both in a bad mood. Let's go out. My treat. And we called places, popped by places. Here's a mountain vibe. If the power's out at 5 a.m. and your business is on the mountain when you should have a generator that can keep your business going, they don't. And then when the power comes back on at 4 p.m., right before time for the dinner rush,
Yeah.
90+% of these businesses just went, fuck that. We're not. We're closed today. The power was off.
Yeah.
When we would have been open for 3 hours, the power was off during that 3 hours. So we're closed for the whole fucking day.
I see how that's incredibly annoying from your perspective.
Yeah.
The number of times that I've been at work and some like mild inconvenience like that has happened, and all of us have been like, just close it down for the day, knowing that it's not going to happen. But like that sort of attitude of like, let's just try again tomorrow.
I get that.
I respect that a business actually, that there are businesses out there like that, that in theory I could work for.
I would if it were one or two. We went to Lake Arrowhead Village. There are like, I don't know, 10 restaurants there, 10 places to eat. Not a single one opened. They all
Nice.
said, fuck it. And when it's everybody, I'm like, well, fuck that. But what we had in our mind, it's not the last time, because our power's been out once a month this summer, and it blows,
Cool.
and I'm fucking tired of it. The last time the power was out in a big way, like it was out for, what was it? It was like 4 days or something like that. We just didn't have power. It sucked. We have a generator, obviously, but it's expensive. You got to get gas. Most of the gas stations are power's out and they don't have gas. Whatever. It sucked. But there was one bar in Blue Jay. Well, now whatever. I wasn't going to get specific. There are a few bars in Blue Jay. You don't know which one I'm talking about. But one of them has a generator. And we had eaten there, and the food was good. And it was all like, by candlelight. It was cute. We each had a beer and had a sandwich or something. It was a good time. So, like, let's go back. And we did. So it's busier than that time, but not busy. I'd say this whole bar / restaurant, maybe 15 people there. There's a live band playing. They're part of the 15 people. And so we're like, all right, things are kind of happening here. We'll stay. And we look at the menu. This place, I'm really narrowing down which place this is. Actually, I'm not. There are 2 that this is true for, and I assume it's the same sushi chef. But this place sometimes...
He runs in between them. Like,
listen,
I accidentally got 2 jobs.
I've narrowed it down 50-50 which one I'm talking about.
Like
but they are
a sitcom where they have 2 dates to the same dance and they gotta sneak around. Like,
they're across the street from each other. Across the street from each other, these like bar and grill type places that otherwise serve burgers and stuff also occasionally has a sushi menu. There has to just be one sushi chef running across the street. I don't know. I like the idea
that these restaurants have shared custody of.
Yes.
Of one sushi chef.
The one sushi chef who lives on the mountain. Anyways, there was no sushi menu that we saw. So we just looked at the dinner menu. Burgers, that sort of thing. I say to Jocelyn, because nothing's really sounding great, but we're kind of in the boat of this is it. This is it. Is where we're gonna eat. And I said to her, you know what? I might just get like wings. Like nothing else really sounds good. And then I changed my mind and I was like, or there's a snack wrap, like a spinach wrap with steak in it. That's probably good. The waitress comes back and takes our order. And Jocelyn says, I'll have the barbecue, whatever, Western burger, rodeo burger, what have you. Any variation of this barbecue sauce, onion ring burger. And I was just like, I was going to get something else, but that sounds really good. So I think I am going to change to that. And the waitress goes, what were you originally thinking you wanted to get? I was like, I don't like this question. I was thinking about the spinach wrap with steak in it. She's like, oh, that's good too. But the barbecue burger, that's my favorite. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll go with the barbecue burger. Jocelyn got fried pickles. I just wanted regular French fries. She said, all right, that'll be right out. We go and we sit down. It's a bit of a wait. Happens. Again, they're not that busy, but it is a bar. So there seems to just be her. You know, there's the people cooking in the back. She's the bartender and the waitress.
Sure.
I get it.
Yeah.
Bit of a wait, but we're fine. And after a bit of a wait, she brings some food over. And it is wings and a spinach wrap with steak in it. I'm like, I can't figure out quite how this happened. You definitely didn't hear me say wings. I just said that to Jocelyn. And she kind of looks at us like, is this what you ordered? And we're like, no, sorry, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you get again? Like, we got the barbecue. Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm so sorry. Those will be right out.
No, they
Jocelyn's
won't.
thinking Jocelyn's thinking she brought us other people's food. I'm like, I think she genuinely like fucked that up, and they are just now starting to make these burgers.
Agreed.
Yeah. So the same amount of time passes. We start just playing Magic the Gathering with each other on our phones to pass the time because it's taken a while. We've been there for over an hour at this point. Suddenly, the live band stops. And the waitress takes the stage.
Yes.
And she picks up a microphone and says, this was a request. And a karaoke version of I Will Always Love You, the Whitney Houston version, comes on. And I look over at the bar, and there are 2 burgers sitting there. I'm like, listen, this isn't a 7-minute song. They can sit there for a sec. Those are probably our burgers, though. And she finishes the song. But that doesn't mean she's finished with the stage.
No.
Now the live band kicks in to play Fergie and the Black Eyed Peas, Big Girls Don't Cry. Big Girls Don't Cry? Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a weird title coming out of my mouth. Big Girls Don't Cry. Those burgers are still just fucking sitting there. I'm like, you're gonna sing 2 fucking songs. Like, listen, it'd be a cool move to take the mic, walk over, grab the burgers, keep singing, bring those over to us. We would have been like, yeah, fuck yeah. She had a very good voice. But she didn't do that. She finished. Big girl, don't cry.
Free bird.
She goes back to the bar. Guess what? Everyone wants to go up and compliment her. So there's a big line of people paying compliments. Being like, oh my God, you were so amazing. That was so good. Oh, you're so good. 5 or 10 more minutes pass. She comes over with our burgers. And she asked the goal to say...
The same burgers? The same ones that have been sitting there, or different burgers? This is important.
These are the same burgers that have been sitting there. I was right. These were those burgers. They have been there the entire time she's been on stage. After that wait, she brings them over and has the gall to say, like, finally, here they are. Here are your burgers. I want to be like, yeah, finally, you brought them to us. But I didn't say that. All this does, you got to a point where you were ready to complain. This pushed us so far to the edges of like, we didn't complain.
Yeah.
But we got those burgers and they were wrong. We both had the right burgers, but she had ordered the fried pickles. I ordered regular fries. She got regular fries. I got onion rings, both of which, shocker, cold.
Yeah, sure.
The burgers were good. They held their heat.
Okay.
But it's like, what the fuck just happened? By the time we left, we were there for over 2 hours.
Oh my God.
And we didn't complain. We had nothing bad to say to them.
Yeah.
And we'll go back. I don't know. This mountain fucks with your head. Really. Fucks with your, I don't know, ability to tell what's normal and what's not normal to expect from humans.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like it.
No.
That was just last night.
Yeah. So at this point, you feel like there's no chance that you'll complain, right? You wouldn't like put a Yelp review or whatever out there.
I think I will never put up a Yelp review. That I just don't have that in me.
Yeah.
if she had brought over 2 dishes that were just 100% wrong again, like a BLT and a bloomin' onion, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
100%, obviously, we would have been like, I'm so sorry. We would have apologized. I'm so sorry. This
Yeah.
is not remotely what we ordered for the second time in a row. And I think at that point, I would have felt confident just being like, can I have my money back, please?
Yeah.
Like, but I was fully expecting her being a professional to be up there on the stage and notice, like, shit, those burgers came. I should have given those. And to come over and apologize because this was all very public. We were sitting right there watching the whole performance, and offer a discount, offer some free food, or just entirely my money back because they made us wait 2 hours for cold fries and onion rings we didn't order. And she didn't offer that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
That wasn't my threshold, apparently. It was some really shitty service. But that did not reach my threshold to complain. And I'm kind of sad about that. I think that's fucked up.
Yeah. No, that is sad. I am still like, maybe I'll complain about this officer. Like,
Yeah.
I finally last night I got the like sticker off, but there's still the glue like residue
That sucks.
on the window a little bit, and it just like, it sucks. And especially like, we weren't blocking traffic because you drove your big SUV past all of the cars, parked there in the middle of the street to write us all up. Like, I think it's like, if you had complained at the restaurant, there are clear things you could have gotten out of that complaint.
Yeah.
And for me, I know I'm not going to get anything out of this complaint. I know enough about the law enforcement agencies that I know nothing's going to happen to this guy. Like, there's nothing I can get out of it, unless you think there is. It sounded like you thought there was.
And I think it's easier for me to suggest you complain than to complain myself.
Yeah, of course.
But I think you buy some Goo Gone, get that residue off, take documentation, photos everywhere, and you ask to be reimbursed for the Goo Gone.
Maybe.
Just to put them through some paces, make them do something, because that blows. As a person, and I know you're not one to thrive on like bumper stickers and shit like that. If you were, could have kept it on. Just been like, yeah, it's part of the thing. Actually, you could have just kept that on, and then anytime a police officer sees you parked improperly, they might have been like, someone already Bill already slapped him with his custom stickers.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say it discouraged me from driving up to see that person again. Like, unless I get that spot in your driveway, I don't know. Like,
yeah, that was a consideration when we moved up here, that it wasn't Big Bear. It was closer to where we live now, but there were like 3 or 4 different places we looked at before landing on this one. And some of them were like that, where it's like a big, long, skinny, winding road up, and then like none of the places have like driveways even. It's just like you all just kind of pull to the side of the road. Yeah. And I'm just like, I could see having to go to the office or something, and it just being a day where it's just like, I have to go like knock on doors and be like, can you move your car? Can you move your, like, that? I think otherwise we loved that house. I'm just like, that's not feasible. We cannot deal with that drive. Not even a driveway, but just that skinny ass stupid road every fucking day. So I've seen them.
Well,
it's dumb.
You can print out some stickers. I've got the officer's name and badge number, because I took the pieces I took off, I still have in case I decide I want to complain here in the next day or two. But yeah, irritating stuff.
That is.
Um,
You did remind me I have a parking ticket to pay, though. I think I
ooh,
already told that story.
yeah. Well,
Parking backwards.
I hope you are able to complain about that instead of my parking experience or your food. I hope that the complaint comes uh, to where you can get something out of it.
I don't think I can complain. It was just a situation of me being a lemming and assuming that was fine. I guess similar. Everyone else was doing it.
Yeah.
Every other car was parked backwards, so I parked backwards. Then when I got back, all those cars were gone, and I had a ticket saying, "Hey, asshole, you parked backwards. What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, well, I can't argue that. They're right.
Yeah.
I just lost my backup. So I'll pay that $70 fucking dollars. It was in LA.
Ugh.
The worst.
But the
Just
best is this podcast.
The best is this podcast.
You can listen to it anywhere that you get your podcasts. We'd love some reviews. Let us know what you think about this new format that we're going to have as we figure out our other podcast.
Hello.
You can check us out on social media. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook, all at HowDoWeHuman.
True.
You can also send us an email to howdowehumanpod@gmail.com.
That's also true.
We've been taking little trivia quizzes at the end of episodes, and that's something that we're going to do again because I reached 100 points. We did another race to 100. Evan reached 100 points. Now we're tied 1-1. So will we go another 100? I don't know. But we're going to at least do 5 questions right now. Starting from a clean slate, Evan, do you think you're going to pull out ahead, or do you think we're going to tie, or do you think I'm going to pull out ahead? Those are the 3 things that can happen.
I mean, it feels like, based on these past 2, now I can look at the question and answer. Yeah. That it, both times, it did come down to whoever came out ahead first. I think we're pretty evenly matched in these. It's just whoever gets that lead. So
yeah,
there's a lot riding on this.
It's true. Let's go ahead and get started then with question number 1. How many feet are in a furlong? 220, 660, 440, or 880?
I hate this for a very specific reason.
Because of Edward Furlong?
Because of Edward fucking Furlong. No, because furlongs are how they measure racetracks, horse racing tracks, which I worked at for 3 or 4 years.
You should have a hoof up on me.
I might know this. To the degree that I know that these numbers correlate to horse racing tracks. I'm familiar with the numbers. I'm just not 100% positive which is a furlong, but I have my guess.
Okay, I had a guess originally, and then as I thought about it a little more, I've changed my answer, but I don't know if that's going to come back to bite me as it usually does. I have my answer. I think that I have less knowledge about this than you, so I guess I'll go first. Sure. I'm going to say 440.
Damn you. I'm also saying 440.
Okay. That was what I was going to say before you said your horse racing thing. Because 4 is closest to fur. So is furlong 4 long? That's my guess. And it was 660, so it didn't matter.
The hard thing is, like, there are different races that are different numbers of furlongs.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, I don't remember which is which. Martin Luther King stood before what monument when he delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech? The Capitol Building, the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, or the Jefferson Memorial?
Well, obviously I should know this, and I don't. So
I feel I'll give myself 70%. I think I have this, but I might be wrong.
I truly don't. This could be. There's only one of these where I'm like, I'd be shocked to learn it was that one. But
Yeah.
the other three, I'm like, hey, it's possible.
I'm between two, but I think I have this. I could be wrong.
I'm going to go with the
before.
Lincoln Memorial.
That's my other one. I'm going to go with the Washington Monument.
Interesting. Other sides of that little pond or whatever that thing's called. Lincoln Memorial was correct. How's your 70% doing?
It was the other, the 30.
That's
Was
true.
right. I fucked up. Sorry. Should have read those released MLK documents. There must have been something in there.
Who is the patron saint of architects? Saint Benedict, Saint Thomas, Saint Joseph, or Saint Augustine?
It's a wild thing for there to be a patron saint of.
Agreed. I'm between two, but I think I have my answer.
I am too, but for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fully understand why I gravitated towards those two, and why I chose the one I did out of those two, but I do have my answer.
There's a very good movie called The Belly of an Architect that this information has to be in there. I have to have heard this somewhere.
Yeah, if I had watched all of Bob the Builder, maybe something would jump out at me. I'm sure he does a lot of patron saint discussion.
Your next mashup, Bob Bob the Brutalist. I'm not sure I'm going to say St. Benedict.
I'm saying St. Augustine.
That was my other answer. But I was like, am I just thinking of Florida?
It was St. Thomas, which was the other one I was between. I was between Thomas and Augustine.
Not on there at all. Hey, all right. They're like, you got some wrong here. Let's give you something we think you can handle. What name is given to the young of a lion? A cub, a kit, a pup, or a foal?
This feels like a layup.
I know, I feel like I'm going to fuck it up now.
That's a little scary. I believe... I'm in. Well, now I'm almost like, is it?
Exactly. We're in the same boat. So I'll just say cub.
That's what I'm sticking with as well. It was cub.
I only started doubting myself when I'm like, well, bears are 100% cubs. But it's a lion cub, right?
Yeah, we got it. It's okay. Everybody, it's okay. Last question. In which present-day city is the remains of Carthage? Casablanca, Tunis, Algiers, or Cairo? I don't know. I
feel between two.
I'm between two as well, and I have my answer, but I'm not confident in it.
Same.
I was more confident in St. Augustine. I'll put it that way.
Listen, I was more confident in Cub. But
well, sure.
I'm going to say Tunis.
I'm going to say Cairo. And Tunis was correct. Evan, I hate to tell you.
Yeah.
We're tied.
I thought so.
The score, we went from 0-0, and now we're 2-2.
Love that. I love that for us.
And I love you listeners. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.